The Euphrates River, flowing through Turkey, Syria, and Iraq, has long been regarded as one of the world's most significant rivers, with a rich history dating back thousands of years. What if we tell you that this mighty river, known for its ceaseless flow, has come to a halt, unveiling something extraordinary? What lies beneath the Euphrates River now that its waters have receded? Could this sudden closure uncover long-lost archaeological treasures or reveal geological formations that have remained hidden for centuries? The current state of the Euphrates River has caught the attention of various communities, including Christians, leading to discussions about its potential significance in relation to biblical prophecies. While it is important to note that different prophets throughout history have stated that only God knows the exact timing of the second coming, there have been numerous predictions and speculations regarding the end times. This ongoing fascination has prompted individuals to explore the drying up of the Euphrates River and its possible connection to these prophecies. In recent weeks, an increased focus on this topic has emerged, leading to debates and discussions on prophecy websites, in Bible study groups, and within churches. People are curious about the reasons behind this heightened concern and what specifically has sparked their interest during this particular time. It is essential to delve deeper into the various factors contributing to this phenomenon to better understand the motivations and concerns of those involved. While it is crucial to respect the beliefs and perspectives of different individuals, it is also essential to consider scientific explanations and analyses of the Euphrates River's drying up. Scientific research provides valuable insights into the natural processes and environmental factors that can influence the flow of rivers. By examining these scientific perspectives, we can gain a clearer understanding of the situation and its potential implications. Throughout antiquity, numerous prosperous civilizations thrived along the banks of the mighty Euphrates River. One such civilization was the Mesopotamian Empire, which occupied the region nestled between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. This region, known as the Fertile Crescent, encompasses parts of modern-day Iraq and is renowned for its historical significance. Stretching over an impressive distance of 1,730 miles, the Euphrates River claims the title of Asia's longest river. Its journey begins in the eastern mountains of Turkey, specifically the Armenian Mountains, and meanders through several countries before reaching its ultimate destination, the Persian Gulf. En route, the river carves its path through breathtaking steep gorges and canyons in Turkey, traverses the serene lowlands of Syria, and eventually cuts across the remarkable landscapes of Iraq, culminating in its final convergence with the Persian Gulf. The Euphrates River served as a lifeline for these ancient civilizations, providing them with fertile lands and invaluable access to water for irrigation and sustenance. Its meandering course played a vital role in shaping the cultural, economic, and social development of the regions it traversed. Throughout the ages, various ancient civilizations have left their mark on the landscape of the Euphrates Basin. Despite significant alterations to the region, fragments of ancient vegetation have managed to endure. The primary source of water for the Euphrates River is a combination of rainfall and melting snow, leading to the highest water levels typically occurring between April and May. Babylon, a name that resonates through history, emerged over 4,000 years ago as an awe-inspiring city. Situated in the region known as Mesopotamia, Babylon was enveloped by the mighty Euphrates and Tigris rivers. This strategic location contributed to the city's rise as one of the ancient world's most influential urban centers. Under the rule of Hammurabi, the Babylonians and Syrians flourished, building a powerful empire that shaped the course of history. Mesopotamia, the contemporary term for this land, provided the ideal setting for the growth and development of Babylon. Its fertile lands, nourished by the life-giving waters of the Euphrates and Tigris, supported agricultural practices and sustained the thriving civilization. As Babylon expanded in power and influence, its architectural marvels and cultural achievements captivated the ancient world. In accordance with biblical accounts, the Euphrates River held great significance for the ancient city of Babylon. It played a vital role in sustaining the city's agriculture, providing nourishment for its crops, and ensuring the well-being of its people by supplying water. Babylon's very existence relied heavily on the presence and flow of the Euphrates. In 1946, a significant agreement was reached between Turkey and Iraq to establish guidelines for the management of the Tigris-Euphrates River system. This agreement stipulated that Turkey must inform Iraq of any changes made to the river's hydraulic conditions. Furthermore, Iraq was granted permission to construct dams on Turkish territory to regulate the flow of the Euphrates. However, in the 1970s, Turkey initiated a large-scale project called the Southwestern Anatolia Project, commonly known as GAP. This ambitious endeavor brought about changes to the flow of the river towards Iraq. Consequently, there was a noticeable decline in the volume of water reaching Iraq, with the flow decreasing from 15.3 cubic kilometers in 1973 to 9.4 in 1975. These alterations in the river's flow have had significant implications for Iraq, as it relies heavily on the Euphrates for irrigation, agriculture, and the sustenance of its population. The reduced water supply has presented challenges for the country, prompting concerns about the potential impact on its agricultural productivity and overall well-being. The construction of dams in Turkey and Syria and their impact on the flow of the Euphrates River led to a serious international crisis. Iraq, feeling the repercussions the hardest, even went so far as to threaten the destruction of the Tapka Dam. The situation escalated, but it was eventually diffused through the intervention of Saudi Arabia and the Soviet Union. The consequences of the dam construction have been devastating for Iraq. The reduced water flow has resulted in a scarcity of water, leading to the relocation of approximately 200,000 individuals from 382 villages. These communities, heavily reliant on the Euphrates for irrigation and drinking water, have been profoundly affected by the shortage. The decline in water flow from the Euphrates River has been an ongoing issue for the past 2 decades, progressively depriving regions and areas of the vital resources needed for sustenance. However, in recent times, the situation has taken a turn for the worse. Recent photographs captured along the river's banks reveal a concerning reality. A significant portion of the Euphrates River has dried up, leaving behind parched and barren land. This alarming development has further exacerbated the challenges faced by communities and ecosystems that depend on the river's flow. The consequences extend beyond immediate water shortages, impacting agricultural productivity, livelihoods, and overall well-being. The images depicting the dried-up sections of the Euphrates River serve as a stark reminder of the urgent need for effective water management strategies, international cooperation, and sustainable practices. By addressing these pressing issues, we can strive towards safeguarding the well-being of communities and the ecological integrity of this iconic river system. In 1987, Turkey made a commitment to release a minimum of 500 cubic meters of water per second across its border with Syria. However, the current reality tells a different story, as Turkey is now releasing only 200 cubic meters per second, which falls short of the agreed-upon amount by more than half. This deliberate reduction in water flow by Turkey has had severe consequences, essentially using the Euphrates River as a tool against Syria. The impact of this water scarcity is evident in both Syria and Iraq, where many regions have transformed into arid desert lands. The reduction in water levels has led to a significant decline in the lakes behind Syria's dams, resulting in reduced electrical output and supply to the affected areas. Furthermore, the diminishing water supply has caused a reduction in available agricultural land along the banks of the Euphrates River. The consequences of Turkey's actions are far-reaching, affecting communities' livelihoods, agriculture, and overall well-being in both Syria and Iraq. The water cuts have created a situation where resources are scarce, exacerbating the challenges already faced by these regions. The ecological balance along the river has been disrupted, impacting not only human populations, but also the delicate ecosystems that depend on the river's flow. Addressing this issue requires a collaborative effort between the nations involved, emphasizing the importance of international cooperation and responsible water management practices. By acknowledging the impact of reduced water flow and finding sustainable solutions, we can work towards mitigating the effects on affected communities and restoring the ecological health of the Euphrates River. The actions taken by Turkey have resulted in not only a decrease in water flow, but also significant contamination of the remaining water in the Euphrates River. The contamination stems from the use of fertilizers on Turkish fields, which dissolve into the river and subsequently impact Syria and Iraq. This contamination has led to a scarcity of clean drinking water, raising serious health concerns for the affected populations. The Autonomous Administration of North and East Syria has issued warnings about the potential humanitarian crises that may arise in the region due to its water shortage. Geological scientists are deeply concerned and perplexed by the declining water levels as they strive to comprehend the underlying causes of this troubling crisis. Syria is listed among the nations most susceptible to such risks, according to the Global Climate Danger Index, and the situation is particularly impacting Lake Assad. It is important to address the issues at hand, including the reduction in water flow, contamination, and the resulting health risks. Efforts should be made to ensure access to clean drinking water and mitigate the potential humanitarian consequences faced by the affected populations. Additionally, further investigation and understanding of the causes behind the declining water levels are essential for developing effective strategies to address this urgent crisis. Given the limited plausible explanations for the river's decline, some individuals have turned to biblical prophecies for interpretation. References in ancient texts allude to a prophecy foretelling the drying up of the Euphrates, an event that holds apocalyptic connotations. The current circumstances unfolding before our eyes have led many to draw connections between these prophecies and the present-day phenomenon. The convergence of environmental factors, human actions, and the interpretation of biblical references has intensified the sense of urgency surrounding the drying of the Euphrates River. While scientific inquiry seeks to understand the complex causes behind this crisis, it is essential to address the immediate humanitarian needs, ensure access to clean water, and work towards sustainable water management practices. The unfolding situation serves as a reminder of the interconnectedness between human actions and natural systems, prompting us to contemplate our responsibility in safeguarding the health and well-being of both ecosystems and communities that depend on the Euphrates River. Many people believe that certain events are bound to happen because they find references to them in religious texts like the Bible. In the book of Revelation, which was written a long time ago, the Euphrates River is mentioned as a dividing line between the eastern and western regions. Back then, China and India were located beyond this river to the east. Historically, the Euphrates River played a significant role in the conquest of Babylon. The army of Cyrus of Persia diverted the river, allowing them to enter the city on the dry riverbed. According to the biblical prophecy known as the Great Tribulation, it is predicted that an invader from the east will cross the Euphrates, pass through Babylon, and enter Palestine. The Bible refers to the Euphrates River as the Great River and mentions it multiple times as the eastern boundary of the land inherited by Israel. This is because crossing the river was a difficult task, and there was a wilderness to the west that separated Israel from the Promised Land. Consequently, the Euphrates River provided a certain level of protection for Israel. In recent times, unusual happenings have been observed along the Euphrates River. These occurrences have prompted people to explore previously inaccessible areas that were underwater. They have reported discovering caves with peculiar shapes that do not resemble typical man-made caves. Interestingly, some of these caves bear a resemblance to structures resembling prison bars, designed to confine something or someone. Alongside these peculiar caves, people have documented eerie sounds emanating from the ground. These sounds have been described as unsettling, evoking feelings of distress and discomfort enough to give anyone nightmares. Some individuals have even claimed to hear what could be interpreted as the sound of moving chains originating from beneath the earth. Feel free to share your thoughts and opinions on this matter in the comments section or on our channel.